Yeah, let's go. I know it's not easy creating and building a successful team or company. It's not. I really believe, though, that your culture determines what's possible or impossible. And your culture starts with your core values. Imagine that. I want to share with you 4 core values that will stand the test of time. I don't care what industry you're in. It doesn't matter. These will help bulletproof, recession-proof, and help your company or team be successful for the long term. I really believe that. Here they are. Number 1, gratitude. Here's the best thing about gratitude, wearing out the words please and thank you on a daily basis. The best thing about that is that it increases your awareness. And the greater your awareness, the greater your power. And it's so fun when people are present. And that's the best thing about gratitude. It increases your awareness and all kinds of great things happen. And people overlook that and whatever. And don't give me this garbage about, oh, well, they say please and thank you all the time and they're trying to win an Academy Award. No, you can't measure intentionality. I get it. It's subjective. But over time, you'll be able to find out who's real and who's fake. But I would rather have someone wear out the words please and thank you in as many cases as possible and increase the gratitude at a high level, and things will probably work out in a good way no matter what. Second value, and these are not sequential. One value is not more important than another, but this will completely change your culture for your team or company. I promise you. And these will last for a long, long time. These will not change regardless of what's going on in your industry. Second one is simplify. Wow, imagine that. Okay, there's nothing magical about simplification unless you prioritize it. Because what's another word for simplify? Prioritize. What's another word for prioritize? Clarify. Right? And everything changes when you start to do that. People right now are absolutely awful. It makes me want to puke in my mouth and eat my own vomit how bad they are at time management. Absolutely awful. They say yes to everything and they try to win this popularity contest and they just ultimately destroy themselves. They're late to everything. I'm not perfect. They're late to everything. They forget things. They need reminders. They need adult babysitters. It's unbelievable, respectfully. So you have to simplify things on steroids, and you have to make that a daily behavior that you celebrate. If not, your company or team is going to be extinct with the dinosaurs. I'm telling you right now as a friend. Third value, here it comes, team health. Imagine that. You want to create a team of healthy competitors. This is not up for negotiation. If you negate your employees or people that you're around on your team, if you negate their mental, physical, emotional, and or spiritual health, you're going down like a submarine with screen doors. And it might not happen for a year, it might not happen for 6 months, it might not happen for 2 years, but it's happening, I'm telling you right now. And your turnover rate will be so uncontrollable, you'll get to look your HR people in the face and say, I apologize, I destroyed the whole company. Okay, and this is for everyone in the upper org chart, the people who are the leaders of the company or team. You have to be mindful of the importance of team health. And here's what you do. You don't give them a free membership and say, hey, we care about your health, make your health a priority, and then never ever reward it ever or prioritize it, ever. No. You have to lead by example, and you have to demonstrate to them that, hey, team health is a big deal, we need healthy competitors, and then we'll be able to max out our stuff at a higher level. Most employees or people on your team will never tell you ever that they're getting completely destroyed and buried because they're too afraid. They're too afraid to lose their job. So you have to own that space, and they will want to work with you in the trenches forever because people are starving for companies that make their health a priority. It's unbelievable. Fourth core value, I believe that will never change, that will significantly influence your success, however you define success, productivity, effectiveness, fulfillment, all that stuff as a team or company. Here it is. Brace yourself. Growth mindset, please. AKA, you need to create an environment where it's impossible not to learn. Again, you will be extinct with the dinosaurs. Okay? If you don't make learning a priority and make it sexy and exciting. It's not happening if you send your team of individuals to a workshop or some type of personal and professional development a couple times a year, and they're so bored of their minds because it's garbage, And there's no energy and there's no enthusiasm and there's no utility to this training workshop that you sent them to. You have to be very, very mindful of where you invest. And I highly recommend, if you're going to invest in growth mindset with your company and prioritizing learning and development, personally and professionally, you have to make sure it's a minimum of 4 to 5% of every single employee's salary. This is not up for negotiation. The fastest learners in the world rule the world. And you have to decrease distractions in the workplace and all this other fun stuff to make growth mindset a priority. And it's really, really, really fun. It's really fun. Here's a few other things when implementing core values, please. You have to make sure you define them, what they are and what they aren't. And this has to be a continual process of all the time of polishing and varnishing exactly what these behaviors are and what they're not. And celebrating the heck out of them. Second thing is you have to be able to measure them. If you can't measure your core values, it's the same as having no core values and no direction. And then people show up and they guess and there's all this gray area and you got a million shades of gray going around and it's completely out of control. So you have to define them, you have to be able to measure them, please, and then you have to be committed to developing them for the long term. This is not up for negotiation, and this could be more fun than you could even fathom. 4 non-negotiable core values for the success of any team or company. Scott Savor, a common competitor, build leaders, not followers. Let's go.